When you're working in Mothernode CRM, chances are you're going to be working with a lot of data, whether it's customers, contacts, quotes, leads and opportunities. The chances are you're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, of records in some cases. So we need to make access to that data very easy. And here's some of the things that we do to help you sort and organize your data as well as report on it. So first of all, we're going to take a look at leads and opportunities as an example. In Mothernode CRM, we combine leads and opportunities into the same list. It's one of the ways that we want to keep sales reps completely focused on their sales activity without having to go from one screen to another. So as you can see here, we're displaying leads and opportunities. And my leads have a gray band and my opportunities have a blue band. And the information is presented in a consistent format across the board. So here's a couple of things I can do when searching for data. First of all, I have a search bar at the top here, and this allows me to search on my prospect, the reference for the prospect, as well as the record ID. So in our leads and opportunities, we actually have record IDs. You can see 965, 964, and so on. That helps us distinguish opportunities that are for the same customer or customers with the same name. We also have advanced search options that allow us to do saved searches. Our saved searches are located in this bar right here. Everything above this line is going to be a system-based search, while everything down below it are searches that I've made that I want to save because I use them over and over again. So for instance, if I want to see what opportunities I have in government industry, I can click on this, and now it filters down to 7 opportunities in this particular industry. If I want to, I can go back to show open, and this is my default, so every time I land on this screen, I can have access to my open records. Alright, also I can create other advanced searches by clicking on the advanced search, and I can make my advanced searches basic or as complex as I need them to be. So in this case, I have access to all of the different fields within my leads and opportunities, and they respect the different parameters of the field itself. So if I go to a date field, for instance, I can look at this kind of information and apply these different date ranges and such. Okay, month to date, year to date, and so on. Once I'm done, if I like, I can go ahead and save this. Or if I'm changing an existing search, I can just click update and change that. Alright, another thing that we can do is we can look at batch updating records. So batch updating gives me the opportunity to select multiple records at the same time. I can click on show selected records. Now I'm filtering down on 3 records, and what I would like to do is batch update these records to, let's just say, canceled. Click apply changes. I'm applying them to 3 records, and then I can click update, and now I've canceled these 3 records of my 90. When I go back over here to my open, then I have 87 records that are now in my open. So this is great for record keeping and maintenance of things that are taking place within my data, so I can keep everything as up to date as possible. Another thing I can also do is create custom reports and also access save custom reports. So when I create a custom report, I have 4 simple steps. I give it a name and a description. If I want to make this public for other people to use, they can do that as well. And then what I can also do is click on select fields, choose my fields that I want to have included. So I'll do these 2 as an example, add a couple more down below. I can choose how I want them grouped, how I want them positioned in the report from left to right. Then I can go to my criteria and determine what it is that I want to report on. So this is basically applying the advanced search into my reports. Then of course I can go over here to automate and distribute and choose if I want to have these reports automated, sent weekly, daily, etc. Okay? When it comes to running reports, any reports that I've saved in the past I can access from my saved reports. I can either run them, export them to Excel, edit and make changes, duplicate, or remove entirely. Other features down below allow me to make some changes to these records or important updates without having to go into the record itself. So for instance, if I happen to be working with this particular opportunity, I can click on the bar and advance the selling stage. Of course, these selling stages are customized by you. Click save, and now it moves it ahead. Other things I can do in this list, I can generate an email to this contact. While I'm working in the module, I can also minimize the email and have it still on the screen so it'll follow me throughout the application until I'm ready to open it back up again and continue working. I also have access to email templates where I can use some predefined templates and add this information in and then send it off when I'm ready. You can also include and attach files down below before sending. Alright, so I'm going to close out of this. The next thing I can do is create quick follow-ups, and these will sync with my Google Calendar, or my iCal, or my Microsoft Outlook. So if I want to have a quick follow-up with somebody, I can just put in the date, say the 13th, and now this will create an all-day event on the 13th for this particular opportunity. I can also change my probability and adjust this as the sale progresses. I can throttle it up and down. Whatever I do here, I just click save, and it changes the opportunity, and finally I can change the value itself if I want to. So this prevents me from having to go into the record. I can do all of these things. When you see the 3 little dots over here, this means that I do have some more options. If I want to print the lead, I can go ahead and do that right here. Okay? Different modules will have different options available to you. If I only want to see my leads, I can go ahead and say, show me just my leads. And if I only want to see my opportunities, I can request to just see my opportunities. And of course, by default, I like to see both leads and opportunities. Depending on the module that you're working in, some modules actually have a card view option that you can choose. So if I'm in leads and opportunities as an example, I can click on list or card view. Card view presents me with a Kanban view of all of my activity sorted by selling stage in this case. I can easily drag and drop one item from one stage to another. I can also navigate through my different stages from left to right. If this is my preferred view, Mothernode automatically remembers your settings that this is the view that you last looked at, so next time you arrive back at the Leads and Opportunities module, it will land on this view. So if I leave to go to Quotes, for instance, and then I come back to Leads and Opportunities, it remembers that I preferred card view. If I choose List again, and head over to Customers, then come back to Leads and Opportunities, it remembers that I preferred the list view. One of the things that's really convenient about searching for information with leads and opportunities, customers and contacts, etc., is the search process that's used. So as I type, my records are instantaneously filtered down on screen. So you can see over here that I have 15,000 contacts. And I want to look for all the contacts that are with the company Banana Park. So I'm going to simply type in, just have to type in Banan, and everything with Banana Park appears down below. So while I look at these lists, I can see anybody that has a little drop next to them. This indicates that this person is currently in a drip campaign. And anybody that has a Windows icon next to them, this indicates to me that these people are synced with my Microsoft Outlook. Over here, I can click on the email tag, which opens up the email again. This is the internal email that I'd be using. Or if I want to use my default email client, I would just click on this, open this up, and then this will take me to my Gmail as my default here, and I can begin to author this email to my customer. Another thing that's really nice about the search criteria is that sometimes I want to continue working with these contacts, but I have other things to do within the program. So when I leave this screen, I go to Leads and Opportunities. I can even go into a record, make some notes, do some work. Then I can come back to my contacts, and my recent search is still retained. You can export your on-screen list to Excel, which gives you the ability to use this elsewhere if you need to. You can filter down your list of contacts, your leads and opportunities, and your customers, and then plan your routes to go see them. So what you do here is just click Add to Route, Add to Route, Add to Route, and then this will go ahead and allow you to plot your route. And if you're connected to your Google account, you'll be able to automatically send these to your mobile device, so they'll be with you in the car, and you can navigate your direction from there. All of these search features apply to every single module listing that you're viewing, with a couple of different options, of course. In this case, when I'm looking at quotes, I can click on this as an example. I can export my quote data, I can duplicate a quote, I can start a new version of this quote, or I can go ahead and print a quote. If you have any questions about how Mothernode can work for your business, visit us at www.mothernode.com. Find more videos on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Mothernode or call us at 800-928-6055. Thanks for watching.